Okay, so in this tutorial, we're gonna carry on from where we left off from tutorial 6, which is right here. So we're gonna carry on from tutorial 6. So this is tutorial 7. And in tutorial 7, you're going to today's this short topic. Oh wait a minute. This tutorial is I'm gonna combine tutorial 6, right? Oh wait, but I already uploaded that. Forget it, whatever. Alright, so in this tutorial, it'll be short. It's just gonna be this, creating your first bevel. I was gonna combine 6 and 7, but I just forgot that I uploaded 6 already. So that's just gonna cause more confusion. Alright, so creating your first bevel. Okay, from here, this is what your exercise, what this exercise is going to show. We make, before we had this, right, I'm going to do Alt 5, and we're going to add these bevels. See that? I want to turn off my grid for now, right here, remember? Okay, so we're going to make this, bevels. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to press H to hide it. That's another hotkey you're going to want to know. H. H is to hide whatever object. And then to bring it back, you select that one in here. It'll be grayed out, means it's hidden. And press H, brings it back. Press H, hides it. Alright, anyway, whatever. So we're here, where we left off, and we're going to add bevels. Here's our history, remember. I'm going to go hold down right click and edge. Okay. Every edge that that has a side, right, like that, I'm gonna add a bevel. So I have to visualize what areas need bevels, like here, here, you know, where the corners, where they have corners, basically like that. So what do? Well, remember what I taught you, how to select edges, a whole bunch of them. You, like this one, double click, it selects the loop. See how it loops around? And I also want this one, so I'm going to hold down shift, and you see how it turns into a plus sign. Double click, selects the loop. Okay, press 4 just to make sure you don't grab anything else. Press 5 to go back, and I want these corners, so hold on shift, double click. Okay, and if you notice, it continued here and it continued down. See? And I don't like this tool being shown right now. I just want to press Q, as in cue ball, to hide it, so I can just see better to show you guys. Then I'm going to do a bevel down here, hold on shift, double click. Oh, I guess it didn't do that one, so I have to manually click some of these. Okay, that one I double click to get this edge. Then I'm gonna, over here, hold on shift, double click, and if you notice, it wraps all the way around. Okay, and over here, shift, double click, and you notice it wrapped down to here. And then here I'm gonna double click, shift, double click. Got that section. I'm still holding down shift, double click, shift, double click, shift, double click. I'm gonna do shift, double click, and it goes all the way down. Okay, I think I got everything that I need. One of the things to learn in this tutorial is be precise with the edges you're gonna select when you perform a bevel. You don't want to make bevels on edges that you don't want. That's gonna sooner or later ruin your model. Alright, so I'm gonna press 4. I'm just carefully looking around, just helping myself to visualize that I did not select edges that I shouldn't be. Okay, press 5. Alright. Okay. And I want this also selected. These guys. And I'll show you why. Okay, so from here, alright, how long was that? 6 minutes. I'm going to hold down Shift, and then I'm also going to hold down the right mouse button. And this new tool that you use a lot is your bevel edge, right here. Bevel edge. And let go. And boom. And that's how you perform a beveled edge, only on the edges that you selected. See? You see, remember over here, it split it, so you have a nice bevel in the corners. Okay, and that's what that is. And this here, there's a little box where you can kind of fine tune it. This is basically the same as this. You see this here? It's history. It says here poly bevel 1 for this object, bevel. Okay, the main thing in this one I want to share with you is that I need to share is here. I believe it's fraction to fine tune how tight or how broad the bevel is. Maybe what, 0.4? You see that? It's a tighter bevel. Bevel 0.1. Super tight bevel where, you know, or you're thinking, why did I even bother to make it? So I go Alt, if I go right mouse button and hold object mode, I'm gonna click outside just to show you that tight bevel. And then I'm gonna press Alt 5 so you can see it. Super tight. You know, depending on the visual style that you're looking for, you know, if it's like a cartoony, you know, more fun type of model, you'll have broader bevels. But if it's more industrial and real life, you'll have tighter bevels like this. And yeah, that's what I learned from my previous supervisor years ago, that it stuck with me. But so let's say that you don't like the bevel, right? You select it, you go back to the poly bevel, and from here you just under the fraction. Don't mess around with the offset. You get confused because it's decimals. It's the fraction, because you're fractionally beveling it. So let's say place it to 0.25, and you're making a bit wider of a bevel. See? Only mess with that. Later on you can mess with the segments, but I'll show you. Segments, if you set it to 2, watch what happens. It makes it does this. See? But that's for later. You'd have to know how to control bevels, because it can get out of control real quick. So again, go back here. For now I'm just going to set it to 1, and I'm going to set the fraction to 0.35 or 0.5. See how visually it just has a different feel. Okay, then you'll also notice, last thing I want to share is that you see how some spots it starts to look weird. The shading, you see that? Before it was pretty faceted, but all of a sudden it has a like the contour shading is changed here and here, you see. You may or may not notice it, or maybe you like it, depending. But after a certain point, it'll start to act weird. So when that happens, you select it, you go to poly bevel, and under the smoothing angle, you put in a lower number, maybe 25, like 5 units lower. So watch what happens. See that? See, now it's more faceted. So that's smoothing angle. You'll be using this a lot too. Sorry, alright, so that was 11 minutes overall. You'll be messing around with the fraction increments. Here's a mistake. If you put a large number, like 1 is a maximum you can do it. You see what's happening? You see that? After a while, if you do say even 1.2, maximum limit is 1, but if you go over the maximum limit of 1, it'll do this. This is another mistake I want to share with you. With bevels, you know, at the most you could bevel, like I said, at 1. Anything more than that, it's gonna, you know, collide into each other, like 1.1. See? So between like 0.5 or 0.25, see? That's what you want. Fractional. And then segments, you can mess with that a little bit later. And only other thing is this, the smoothing angle. And that's about it for this. Okay, good. And that's it. Bye.